Hello, Sarah. Did I wake you up? Oh, good. No, nothing's wrong. Bob's waiting outside in the cab. We're a little short, and we have to pay the cab driver. All you have is $1.75. Oh, well, the cab fare is $4 1/4. I have $2. That still makes us 50 cents short. Is Dad up? Oh, no, Sarah, I'll call you right back. Let me see if I can dig up 50 cents. Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh, you'll never believe this, but I'm trying to find 50 cents.
Well, you won't find it there, because Sarah vacuumed the couch today and came up with $1.75. What do you need 50 cents for?
The cab fare. Bob doesn't have any money. I have $2. Sarah has $1.75, and the cab fare is $4 1/4.
$4.75. The meter just went up. Hi, Governor.
Hi, Bob. Here, this should cover it.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm awfully sorry. I just thought I had enough money with me.
Hurry before the meter goes up again.
All right, I'll be right back.
Why are you in a cab? Where's Bob's car?
Oh, it's in the shop being repaired.
Oh, well, let that be a lesson to you. I've told you time and time again. When you go out for an evening, take along a few extra dollars in case something happens.
Thanks a lot, Governor. I'll get that back to you tomorrow.
Oh, don't worry about it, Bob. What happened to your car?
Oh, I've just been having a little trouble, you know, with the
Transmission?
No, sir, not the transmission.
Brakes?
No, it's not the brakes. It's...
Payments.
Yes, sir, the payments.
Payments.
They repossessed your car?
Yeah, this morning.
Oh, well, how did you know?
Oh, just an educated guess. Bob just started a new animal hospital. That's quite an investment, and it takes time to build up a practice.
I just had no idea it was going to be this tough.
Well, if things were so bad, why did you invite me out to dinner?
Well, who knew you were going to eat so darn much? And usually when we go out, you order a salad and you don't even finish half of it.
Well, you always get so mad at me for not eating. I skipped lunch.
Well, that's going to pick up. It just takes a little time. Listen, I've got to get going. I'll call you tomorrow. Bye, Governor.
Bob, why don't you stick around on a nightcap?
I'd love to, sir, but it's 11:45 and the buses stop running at midnight. Bye-bye.
Bob, take my car. Just a second, I'll get the keys. I feel terrible. I never would have let him take me out to dinner if I'd known he was doing so badly. He told me he was doing very well.
JJ, when a businessman tells you he's doing well, that's the tip-off he's not doing too well. It's when he's doing well, he won't tell you how well he's doing because he doesn't want you to know how well he's doing. you know something? I'm starting to sound like you.
What do you mean?
Well, extensive research is being done with dogs, and so far they're finding out the dogs are far more intelligent than we give them credit for.
I saw a dog on the Ed Sullivan Show Sunday night. He was absolutely brilliant.
What did he do?
He bit Ed.
JJ, will I feed Governor when they get strapped in the bed?
Oh, I wouldn't feed him now, Sarah. Dogs get very nervous when they're in waiting rooms full of other dogs.
Might as well feed him now. Where he's going, there won't be any other dogs.
Dr. Livingston's not doing too well, huh?
Well, his practice has only been open a month, and starting today, Dr. Livingston has a new patient, hasn't he, Gup? And I would appreciate it if you would spread the word around that there's a wonderful new veterinarian in town.
I'll tell Mr. Finnegan, the butcher at the market.
And I can talk to Mrs. Henderson up the street. Maybe she'll take Sidney in.
No, I doubt it. Sidney goes to a psychiatrist.
A psychiatrist?
Why are you so surprised? Sidney's all she got.
She treats him more like a son than a dog.
You're putting us on. George, does she really take him to a psychiatrist?
Every Thursday afternoon, right after his violin lesson.
Oh,
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Governor.
I'll get you cereal, Governor.
Thank you, Sarah. Where's he going?
she's going for a checkup.
He just had a checkup last week.
I know, but that was Dr. Givney. Today he's going to Dr. Livingston.
Oh, I see. Throwing a little business Bob's way, huh?
Why doesn't he advertise?
Well, where do you advertise for dogs?
On hydrants?
George.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you come in. Can I help you?
Yes, I have an appointment with Dr. Livingston. Well, I don't have the appointment. My dog has the appointment. I made the appointment, but I made it for my dog, not for myself.
Name, please.
Jennifer Jo Drinkwater.
Would you fill this out and have a seat, please? The doctor will be with you.
Immediately. Hi, J.J.
Hi, Bob.
Boy, you look lovely.
Thank you.
Hi, Gov.
Boy, things are really popping.
Huh?
Things are popping since I was here last. The receptionist and all those
It
patients.
is a little loud, isn't it? Helen? Helen?
Yes, doctor?
Would you turn it off, please? Thank you.
That's a good idea, you know, having an intercom between the kennel and the reception area.
Are you good at secrets?
Yeah?
It's not an intercom. It's a tape recorder.
A tape recorder?
You see, when people come in here, I want them to think I'm doing a thriving business. I think a thriving business is good for business.
Where'd she get the tape?
Dr. Givney's office. Helen sat in his waiting room one afternoon with a tape recorder in her purse. Boy, what a practice he's got.
Don't worry, Bob. Things are going to get going. I brought you a new patient.
Really? What's wrong with him?
Well, nothing, but he's due for a checkup.
Oh, well, when was he last checked?
Well, I'd say it's a good 7 or 8...
Months?
No.
Weeks?
No, not weeks.
Days? JJ, if he was examined 7 or 8 days ago, I don't see the necessity for me to examine him again so soon.
Oh, well, I know, but you never can tell. I mean, he might pick up some kind of germ or disease, especially a basset hound. Look how close to the ground he is.
Look, I appreciate the thought, but now I don't need the business that badly.
Well, I came all the way over here, and I would appreciate it if you just look at it.
But I just don't see any
It's
reason.
his bark.
His bark?
His bark. There's something wrong with his bark.
All right, what's wrong with his bark?
Well, it used to be sharp and loud, and you could hear it all over the house. And lately, I've kind of had to strain my ear to hear it.
All right, come on.
Go on. go
Not
on,
the
Doc-
dog. You. I want to have a look at your ears.
Boy, are you tense. You got a knot back here the size of a boulder.
Yeah, well, I've had a lot of tough decisions to make lately.
The last time you were this tight was when you couldn't make up your mind whether to run for governor or not. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was giving you a massage, and you asked me what I thought you should do. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember what I told you?
Yeah, you told me not to run.
And if you'd listened to me, you wouldn't be this tight right now.
Are you decent?
No.
Governor, JJ just called. She'll be here in a few minutes, and she wants you to be sure to wait for her.
All right, thank you, Maggie.
Is your daughter still in the zoo with those animals, Governor?
Yeah, incidentally, Duke, a friend of hers just opened a new animal hospital, so if you happen to know anybody who has pets.
What do you mean if I know anybody? What about me?
You have pets?
Are you kidding? My house is like a zoo. My wife has a French poodle, my daughter has a Siamese cat, and I have a raven.
What are you doing with a raven?
Well, to tell you the truth, Governor, I like birds. You know, so I went down to a pet shop, to buy a parakeet. They must have had 100 of them flying around in a big cage. But over in the corner, they had this raven all by himself in a cage. And he looked so lonely, I felt sorry for him. So I bought him.
Where do you keep him?
At the pet shop. Yeah, I made a deal with them. They keep him there for me in a cage. I mean, who wants a raven around a house?
Oh, hi, J.J.
Hi, J.J. How you been?
How's Bob?
I have to talk to you, Dad.
Okay, Duke, would you excuse us, please?
Sure, Governor. I'm through anyway.
Okay, thank you.
I'll pick up the stuff later, okay?
Right. Okay, what's up?
Well, when Bob was giving Gov his checkup, he touched a spot on Gov's stomach, and Gov yelped out in pain.
What was it?
He didn't know, so he took x-rays. We'll know the results in 10 minutes. I asked him to have lunch with us. Is that okay?
Oh, sure, I don't mind, but I guess I better get dressed. All sure it's nothing to worry about. It might be a little muscular ache, maybe he bumped into something. Nothing serious.
I hope so.
Well, Dr. Gibney examined him last week, and he didn't find anything wrong. So... Get that for me, J.J.
Okay. Hi. Oh, send him right in. It's Bob.
Hi, Lily.
Hi. No, he's just dressing.
Oh.
What happened with the x-rays?
Oh, they turned out beautifully. You know, I'm really getting good at taking those x-rays. Usually 1 or 2 out of the 3 don't turn out. But this time, all 3 perfectly clear.
Well,
Huh?
what did you find?
Oh, there was a little something. You know, we can talk about it after lunch.
Well, if you don't tell me now, I won't be able to eat lunch.
J.J., it's nothing to worry about. There was a little obstruction. I guess Gov must have swallowed something.
How little?
About the size of a golf ball.
This is not... Dad!
Now, J.J., don't...
Oh, hi, Bud.
Hi, Governor. Honey, don't worry. It's not serious. We can remove it.
Remove it? You mean you have to operate?
Yes, sir, but it's not serious.
When would you have to operate?
I'd like to do it first thing in the morning.
Governor?
He's still at Dr. Gibney's.
Oh, well, I have a roast in the oven. Let me know the second he comes in, will you, J.J.?
Okay, Sarah.
Well, what did Dr. Gibney say? Oh, I thought the governor came in. I heard the door slam.
That was Sarah.
Oh, I thought they'd be back by now.
What did he say, Governor? Where's the governor, J.J.?
He's not back yet.
How long does one of those examinations take?
I don't know, but I don't see why he had to get another opinion in the first place. Bob knows his business.
Oh, well, we all know that, J.J., but if a doctor told me I was going to have an operation, I'd want a second opinion from another doctor myself.
How did he go?
What'd he say?
Well, we were worried you've been gone so long.
Almost 2 hours.
Over 2 hours.
Well, we had to wait. There were a lot of dogs ahead of us. Dr. Gibney does quite a business.
I know, I heard his tape. Well, go on.
Well, he examined Gov and took some x-rays. What do you mean you heard his tapes?
Well, I'll explain that later. What'd you find?
Well, the x-rays showed there was no obstruction at all. He's fine.
Oh, that's good news. Dinner'll be ready pretty soon. Come on, Gov, your dinner's ready and waiting.
Oh,
Come
well, I'll
on.
finish typing that letter and go home now.
Oh, yeah?
It's late.
I have to make a call. I'm calling it a day. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Well, I think I'll make myself a drink. Would you like one?
Well, no, but I'd like to know what happened.
What do you mean, what happened?
Well, how come Bob's x-rays showed an obstruction and Dr. Gibney's didn't?
Well, I don't know, but I'd like to go along with Dr. Gibney. After all, he is older and more experienced.
Well, did it ever occur to you he might be too old? Maybe he misread the x-rays.
Well, did it ever occur to you that Bob is a relatively new veterinarian? Maybe he misread the x-rays?
No.
J.J., I suggest you accept the fact that Bob may have made an incorrect diagnosis. It does happen. It's not unheard of, and no one's holding it against him.
But I bet you'd think twice before you send Gov back to him.
Well, yes, I would prefer that Dr. Gibney be Gov's vet.
Well, I'm certainly glad no one's condemning him.
I don't understand your attitude. I should think you'd be relieved to know that Gov didn't have to have an operation.
Excuse me, Governor, dinner served.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. Come on, J.J. We'll finish slugging this out at dinner.
I don't know what's the matter with Gov. I put his food down, he turned up his nose and walked away.
Well, maybe he didn't like what you served him.
Well, I hope you do. It's the same thing, roast beef.
That's not like Gov. He'll eat anything.
Well, he's probably just a little upset from his visit to the vets. Come on, let's have dinner.
Well, aren't you coming? This is the first time he won't be under the governor's chair during dinner. Gov, you made a big mistake. We had your favorite dessert, pumpkin pie. But I saved your crust. Here you go, Gov. Here you are. Well, what in the world? JJ,
What?
take a look at this.
Yeah?
You know how crazy it is about pumpkin pie?
Yeah?
Take a look.
Well, let me try. Look what we have for you, Gov. Something must be wrong with him, Sarah.
Well, it couldn't be something he ate. He didn't eat.
What's wrong?
Well, there's something wrong with Gov.
What's the matter with it?
Well, you know how crazy he is about pumpkin pie crust. Look at this. He hasn't even had dinner.
Well, his nose does seem a little warm.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. He could just be tired, but to be on the safe side, I'd better call the doctor.
I'll get a blanket to keep him warm.
Hello. Is this the nurse or the answering service? Well, as soon as you hear from Dr. Livingston, would you have him call the Drinkwater residence immediately? He has the number.
Why are you calling Dr. Livingston? Why don't you call Dr. Gibney?
Dr. Gibney's the one who said nothing was wrong with him. Just look at him.
Well, Dr. Gibney is the vet I want for Gov, and that's who I'm going to call. Sarah, what are you doing on the phone? Sarah, you can tell George about the dog later. Right now, I've got to get hold of the doctor. Why are you using my private line in the first place? Well, who is this? Sarah, what are you doing on this line? Yes, I know I told you not to use my private line, but I didn't mean to mean... Just forget it. How is he? Who is this? Maggie. I thought you went home. Well, if you're home, how come you're on the phone? You're talking to Sarah. Sarah, will you get off the phone and stay off the phone, please? Hello, is this Dr. Gibney's service? Well, this is Governor Drinkwater. Get hold of Dr. Gibney, no matter how difficult it is, and tell him to call me at home immediately. Yes, it's an emergency. Thank you.
Here, cover him up.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. Oh, he doesn't want the blanket.
Well, I won't be too long.
Where are you going?
To the drugstore to use the phone.
Doctor. Hello? Who's this? George, why are you calling? You were talking to Sarah on the phone and she hung up. Well, George, I can't talk to you now. I'm waiting for a call from the doctor. Okay, talk to you later. Right, bye.
Oh, that's probably Bob. Hello? Well, yes, there's something wrong with him, but I don't know what it is. You're on your way over? Fine.
Bob's on his way?
No, Maggie's on her way.
That's got to be Dr. Gibney. There's nobody else left. Hello? Oh, yes, Dr. Gibney. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Well, how soon can you get here? 4 hours. You calling from Chicago? Well, I know. I told your service to get hold of you, no matter how difficult it was, but I didn't mean if you were out of town. No. We know of another vet. Yes, but thanks for calling anyway. Bye.
Here's Dr. Livingston.
Oh, Bob, I'm so relieved you got the message.
I didn't get the message.
How come you got here so fast?
I ran into Sarah when I was bringing the car back. We got to take him to the hospital. I'll have to operate. Will you drive me down?
Right.
JJ, call me as soon as you find out anything.
You know I will that.
Here you are, Governor.
Oh, thank you, Sarah.
What time is it?
I haven't the faintest idea.
I bet it's close to 9 o'clock.
It's 2 minutes after.
Why don't you call the hospital?
No, I think it's too soon.
Oh, you really think so?
Yeah, well, considering the fact that it's a 20-minute ride and they only left here 15 minutes ago, I think it's too soon.
I suppose you're right. Do you mind if I wait with you?
Of course not, but you really don't have to keep me company, Sarah.
Hi. How's God?
No, we haven't heard anything yet.
Dr. Livingston and JJ just took him to the hospital.
Oh, the poor thing.
Maggie, it wasn't necessary for you to come all the way over here.
Well, I tried to read a book, but I couldn't keep my mind on it.
Well, you could learn to concentrate. Want some coffee?
Yes, thank you. Oh, I hope he'll be all right.
No, I'm sure he will. There's nothing to worry about.
You really think so?
Of course.
Well, why are you pouring the coffee in the creamer?
Oh. I didn't realize that that's what I was doing. I thought I was pouring it in the cup.
I'll get some fresh cream.
No, never mind, Sarah. I'll take it black. It's stronger. Oh, thank you, Governor.
Hi. Hear anything yet?
No. It's too soon, George. They're not even there yet. It's a 15-minute ride to the hospital, and they only left here 20 minutes ago.
Sarah, that doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, that's what the governor said.
Sarah, what I said before was it's a 20-minute ride to the hospital, and they only left here 15 minutes ago.
But you said that 5 minutes ago, so it's 20 minutes since they left.
Well, that doesn't shorten the ride to the hospital. It's still a 20-minute ride.
Don't mix me up with figures.
It wasn't necessary for you to keep me company. And it wasn't necessary for you to come over here, George.
Well, I know how much that dog means to you, Governor, and I thought I'd give you some moral support.
Well, that's very nice of you.
We don't have anything to worry about, right? Brand new office, brand new equipment, brand new doctor.
Let's do something to get our minds off it.
Oh, there's a good program on television.
Oh, what's that?
Medical Center.
I don't think that's what we had in mind, Sarah.
Maybe there's a good movie on.
Oh, I see. Oh, here's one with Bobby Breen, Evelyn Ankers, and Buster Crabbe.
Here, Sarah, let me see if I can find something.
Now, see if you can find something light and funny.
Right. Oh, here's something. Joan of Arc, the epic tale of one of history's greatest women as she led the armies of France to glorious victory.
I must have seen that a dozen times.
With Annette Funicello?
I don't care what it is, George. Turn it on. Just get our minds off what we're thinking.
Right, Governor. You mind?
I insist.
What'd I miss?
Nothing, Sarah. Absolutely nothing.
You know what would have helped that picture considerably?
What, Maggie?
More commercials.
I'll get it. I'll get it. Hello?
It's over and he's fine.
It's all over. Gov's fine. Oh, JJ, what was it?
Well, remember I told you the x-ray said it was the size of a golf ball?
Yeah?
Well, that's what it was. A golf ball.
A golf ball.
Yeah, the plastic kind that golfers use when they're practicing. I guess Gov was playing around with one and swallowed it.
Well, I wonder why it didn't show up in Dr. Gibney's x-rays.
Well, it was plastic, and it had a tendency to roll around in the stomach.
Well, I'm just glad he's all right. What time are you coming home?
Well, Bob wants to stick around and keep an eye on Gov, and I thought I'd stay with him.
Okay, I'll see you in the morning.
Okay, bye-bye.
George, we can't openly endorse Bob, but whatever we can do to give him a little push.
I think I'll start right in the morning on that, Governor.
Well, no, we can all get some sleep.
The important thing now is that Gov eats well so he gets his strength back. I'm going to see that he has roast beef for dinner every night.
Sarah, the dog won't be home for a week.
Who said anything about him coming home? I'm going to take it to him.
Well, Dean, I hope you had enough to eat.
Enough? My gracious. I'm so full I can hardly walk. Sarah, that was certainly a delicious breakfast.
Thank you, Governor Davis. And thank you for that case of maple syrup from Vermont.
Well, it was some of our very best. Bill, when are you coming to Vermont and do a little skiing?
Well, I've been skiing in Aspen, Colorado, and Alta, Utah, but I've never tried your state.
Well, then you've never really skied. We have the best slopes in the country.
Better than Aspen?
Oh, heavens, yes. Ask anybody, except the governor of Colorado.
Well, one day I'm going to have to try your state.
Well, and when you do, be sure and bring JJ with you.
Well, she really prefers horseback riding.
Horseback riding? No problem. I raise Morgan horses. They're the best horses in the world. Ask anybody, including the governor of Colorado. Well, Bill, I better be going. If I make my plane, 10 o'clock.
Right. Thank you, Dean. Thanks for coming by. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Oh, excuse me, Governor Davis. JJ's out the driveway.
Oh, fine. I'll get a chance to see her going out.
Right. Bye-bye again, Dean. Don't forget some more maple syrup.
Sarah, Maggie. Gov's home.
Now, wait a minute. Just give him a little air. After all, he just got out of the hospital.
How does he look to you, Dad?
He looks just fine.
He should wear that bandage for a couple more days, sir.
Well, we sure missed you, fellas. Nice to have you home.
Listen to it.
What do you suppose he's saying?
What do you mean, what's he saying? He's telling us about his operation.